Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse, where I'm drinking coffee because, coffee. Good morning, 47 Alpha Tango. Kris is here with me, and we are just beginning our conversation of the day, which so far has been coffee.
Well, you've been talking about coffee. I'm just sleepy.
Yeah. Convention tickets are. Oh, congratulations, 47 Alpha Tango. I'm still trying to reach out to Star Trek Online, but I think I know what I want to do for the booth, which will be more simplistic. Like 2 laptops for people to play and one big computer for people to watch what's going on. And I think that'll be it. Several people have offered to jump into the booth and help out, but I want to make sure this is a one woman operation. And also that way I don't have to get a truck to haul everything, including the doggers out there. I will try, however, to get a much larger car, so that doggers can have a comfy ride and then spend like 4 days going out there with lots of time to visit people and take the dogs out for walks and enjoy the world. And the same amount coming back. So hopefully this will all be good. But worst comes to worst. Yeah, worst comes to worst, I will fly out and fly back, but still go to the convention. But I do want to do it this year. Maybe the last time that I do the convention as a booth person. So I looked into renting a, like camper van to take the dogs out there. And in theory, it's great. In reality, not so great, because there's not a lot of places you can just go in for one day with van sites. If you want to go into a campground, you usually have to have those reserved 6 to 8 months in advance. And I'm thinking, that doesn't sound like fun, because I can't commit to anything. And renting a van is like $200 a day plus 99 cents a mile, and the trip out and back is like 2,100 miles. Is that what it is? So you can add that to the cost, plus gasoline, plus everything else. Google Maps. Google
Oh,
Maps.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
I ordered a headset because streaming from my Xbox is becoming a painful experience because I'm using a cable.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the cable is causing some sort of buzzing sound.
Oh goodness. It's 3,700 miles round trip.
So I couldn't bear with it. So I got a wireless headset. Apparently, it's been waiting since Saturday in the package machine. I'm like, when did that happen? I ordered it on Friday. It was not supposed to come until today or tomorrow, and now I'm like, oh, it's 30 minutes until you can pick it up. And I'm like, what? I'm at work. I can't get out just like that. I mean, I could, but, I prolonged it because there's an option to do that. But, like, what? And he's like, what? And I didn't get a single notification that it's ready. I checked everything, email, app,
Did you check your
notifications.
spam filter?
I don't have a spam
That's a
filter.
joke. First thing I always get when I get a message from, or when I don't get a message, I call somebody and say, hey, and they're like, did you check your spam filter? Yeah, thank you.
I mean, I just didn't expect it to come on the weekend because they usually don't deliver
Oh.
on weekends to their package machines. And I'm like, what? Why is it like running out of time to be picked up? I expected it to arrive today tomorrow, but what? Yeah, that's really annoying.
My dogs are awake, if that isn't
I
obvious.
I wouldn't notice.
Ah. There's an ad coming up, so I'll let the ad run before we start doing any game.
Dreadnoughts, herald ships, and anti-proton damage in space.
I have 5 Terran ships in the battle zone. That can definitely wait for later. Terrans on the ground. That can wait for later. And plasma damage. Well, my plasma ship is on the KDF side. Excuse me a moment. Alfie, that's enough. Thank you. Do I have to close the door? Hey! Dogs.
Not a single notification, and this app does send me notifications. I don't know why. It got delivered, but was never notified of anything. There's not a single email coming out. That's so bizarre.
If folks haven't checked Show Your Memes and Vids, there's a good one there. From Sav, of course. But yeah, I
Hey,
thought
what now?
Sav posted a great meme in the memes channel. For those of you who are doing the Alienware giveaway, it is the same as one that they did earlier. So if you got the earlier one, you won't get this one. It was under the Borg Incursion giveaway. It's the same one.
I thought they weren't doing any more of these collabs.
Well, that's it. They weren't. Under Cryptic, they stopped doing them because they weren't getting them any new players. And all of a sudden, we get one under Deca, so maybe they're looking at redoing it again. Speaking of, I was hoping I could talk to Deca about maybe doing a giveaway if we do a booth at the convention. You know, something
Yeah.
like holographic characters, which they used to do all the time. But that would be lovely. We have an ad break in progress. So I will wait for the ad break to finish. So I spent my weekend painting, which is why I wasn't on very much this weekend. But the second bedroom is primed, painted, the walls have been fixed and all that stuff. And by yesterday morning, I was so sick from painting just because it's up, down, up, down, up, down. That's a lot of work to paint. That I went to the store to get the shelves to put in the closet and was halfway there and went, no, Mr. Tummy is not happy about this. So I went back home and just lay in bed most of yesterday and watched Father Brown.
What?
Do you know a series called Father Brown?
That's not ringing a bell.
Okay, it's a British series, very definitely a British series. And I think it originally ran in the 50s, but it was a character created by G.K. Chesterton. I want to say G.K. Chesterton is like the 1930s. Let's see how old that goes back. It's set in the 50s. Yeah, G.K. Chesterton died in 1936. So this was written a long time ago. But anyway, Father Brown is a whatever kind of priest they have in England. Catholic? Maybe?
Anglican.
And he also is a sort of a detective at the same time, and kind of, he doesn't assist the police. He helps them because they don't really want him involved, but he kind of finds the essential clue, or he is able to talk to people because he's a priest.
Mm.
And the original one from the 50s was okay, but really dated. And the newer stuff is, it's still set in the 19... I want to say it was set post-World War One, but they make a lot of go out to post-World War Two. Okay, 47 Alpha Tango, I'm coming back to you here. Deca's been really cool about stuff. I think much more community outreach to kind of a reverse of the cryptic perfect world we don't want to engage with you guys vibe. So my interactions with cryptic was through the people, and they were very open to reaching out to us, but I don't know if corporate was as much. Anyway, back to Father Brown. Yeah, he's a Catholic priest. Does a pseudo-detective thingy. Post-World War II is my impression. Based, it's really hard to tell. It's definitely, this last episode that I just saw was definitely post-World War II because they were talking about a character who'd been a prisoner of war, sort of. And we, in the East, I think it was Korea or Japan, I'm not sure where. And that didn't happen in World War One very much. Let's see. Sounds a lot like Father Dowling. Yeah. Father Dowling was pretty good, Pteronectomy. I really liked Father Dowling.
Okay, that's interesting because apparently I do know it, but under a different version. There used to be like a Italian
Oh,
TV
really?
series called Don Matteo.
Yeah,
Don
yeah, 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 yeah,
Matteo.
yeah. Great series.
Premise is identical
Oh,
aside from like some differences culturally. And well, we made an adaptation here in Poland as well,
yeah. Well,
which is
Father
just
Dowling,
Father Matthew basically. Father, or just
Father Dowling was the
Mateusz.
same thing here, based in Chicago. Allegedly, wasn't really, but yeah, absolutely same concept. There was one where they're talking about the possibility of asbestos being a carcinogen too. Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of like watching the Murdoch mysteries, which I enjoy because he throws in a bunch of science, but before anybody had figured out that it was science. So, he came up with a lie detector before there was a lie detector, et cetera, et cetera. Pretty funny stuff. And I just found out it's on BritBox, and I have it. No, it's on Acorn, and I don't have Acorn. And somehow I wound up with a whole bunch of television subscriptions I didn't know about. So I think when my son was over, he hooked me up with his subscriptions. Thank you, son, for not charging me for them. Dowling had a massive Murder She Wrote vibe to it. Yeah. Well, the guy who played Father Dowling, didn't he used to play the sheriff on Murder She Wrote? Wasn't that the same guy? I know there's two actors who look a lot alike. Hey,
So
I
yeah,
actually
apparently I was aware of it, but it was under a different title, and it was our TV series was derived from the Italian version, so the Don Matteo.
Pteronectomy. I think it's the same person for all of them, but I can't remember his name. What was his name? Mort Metzger. Oh, excuse me, that's Mort. I'm thinking of the other guy, not Ron Masick. Oh, he passed away. Bummer. Um, nope, nope. That's the other guy I want. Okay, let's do police chief. Okay, it was Tom Bosley, who was also in Charlie's Angels. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that. All right. Let's go backwards here. Can we give me a more current one? So, yeah, he was in Happy Days, Love Boat, Murder She Wrote for 4 years, and then the Father Dowling. So, it's all the same person. He's all one person. Weirdly enough, also in Family Guy.
Oh, I love when politicians do something for a public stunt and everyone gets excited because they don't know better. Ugh.
47 Alpha Tango. I'm very partial to Nero Wolfe. ABC had adaptations with Maury Chaykin and Timothy Hutton that I still like watching. Great series. Not as good as the books. And those were amazing books. And after, Nero Wolfe was, I can't remember his name. Vance? Stout. Stout. Name's guy was Stout. Um, After he passed away, somebody picked up the mantle, as it were, and started writing them more stories, which were still really good. Nero Wolfe, Rex Stout. Oh, that explains a lot. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Great books. Very, not dated, but definitely period pieces. Pterodactyl, I got all three endeavors in 3 minutes, by the way, which I did want to talk about. Friday and Sunday, I had like the trifecta of endeavors. Saturday, no, not even close. Nothing went together. But I would have, let's say, Terran ships. Oh, let's go better. Borg ships, torpedoes, and some type of space damage. And it's like, make my life easy. Same thing. The next one was ground kills, ground damage, and ground like GPL, or 2 weapons in ground. It's just like boom, 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 boom. I'm out of there. All 4 accounts in under half an hour. Saturday, over 2 hours because it would be like Undine in the battle zone. Ugh. And it just timed out. And is there a second event going on? No. It just nothing went. It just did not go together.
Yeah, whenever I get buff, I get that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, Voth is pronounced reroll.
You're right, actually.
Yeah, I was going to re-roll the Undine, but I have to go open up some boxes to get some new re-rolls for that account. But I have I have been killing off some of my accounts, or some of my tunes, gonna move the good guys over to my bigger accounts, leave the other 2 as accounts for Vegas. So we'll have 2. It is re-roll. Phaser damage space, Herc frigates both done by solo Q swarm, phaser damage ground. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, I use adamant all the time. I leave it, let's see, what is it? Of science and portents. And I leave it queued up to the adamant sequence. I have that for a lot of my tunes where it's just queued up and... But the thing is with home, which is what I use for frigates and I do for Herc attendants, I have maybe it set up on tune A has got the home version, if you will, for space, and the other one's got the home version for ground. So it's one or the other. Well, would you like to do some pew pew?
I'm always up for some PPs.
PBAOE. PB.
What?
47 Alpha Tango says phaser damage and Herc frigates PBAOE. I know AOE. What's PB?
Personal best area of effect.
Point blank. Thank you. Point blank. Personal best. Yeah, I was coming up with a whole bunch of other things for it. What the heck is PB? I mean, I'm a cup of coffee into this. Cup and a half. Then again, it's like 3 in the morning for 47 Alpha Tango. I do not have the Connie 2 yet. Yet being the imperative word there.
I'm curious if you've ever run into the TikTok from Pat. Recently just went in this deep dive on Roman nicknames. Apparently, why we call the Emperor Caligula.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
You are.
That was actually not his name. That was his kind of a nickname.
It is. It means little shoes.
Yeah, and it's so ridiculous because he absolutely hated it, and now a whole history recorded him as Caligula.
Good morning,
the irony
Cass.
every time someone mentions his name, it's just like, ooh, he's rolling in his grave.
Taz is being quiet.
What else is new?
Well, I always have to wait for his mic to come up. Yeah, Caligula. There is a book, I Claudius, which, while historically questionable in a lot of things, does talk a lot about the familial relationships. And I'm sure Tess will be back in a moment. Good morning, Opta.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yep.
My headset didn't want to start.
Your headset hates you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. I Claudius, not the TV adaptation, though there's a good thing about the TV adaptation, but the book itself was quite interesting. However, at some point, the families get so interconnected and interlaced that you're reading through it and you have to go, hold it. Is Germanicus this guy or is it that guy? And he's related to this guy or is he related to that guy?
It doesn't help that they were very lazy with naming their children, and
Well,
it's
because
like,
they named their children to pay respect to political connections or to ancestors. And so you might have somebody
oh,
who's Germanicus something 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 something, and the next person's good good morning, Mewsin, something 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 something, but we'll call him Germanicus.
it's not even about that. They mostly kept just numbering their children. So who would be Gaius, Julius, Caesar, seventh, which is like Severus, and I'm like, why? Why do you add numbers to the names? Why not give them a different name so they could be memorable?
Well, that's the
They
thing here
kept
in the
just
U.S. too.
renaming It's so terrible. Like they kept just numbering. I heard an argument that um they hate the Romans because they were probably least civilized of those advanced civilizations because they were so lazy to name their children anything different than numbers.
Uh,
Kris.
no, you know what's even lazier?
Hmm.
Giving your child the same name as you and then calling him Junior.
Oh, no, no, no. That's not as lazy as George Foreman. If you haven't Googled George Foreman, Google George Foreman.
I'm scared. So, what are we doing?
All of his kids are named George Foreman.
What are we doing?
I don't know. What are we doing? We have a team here. Shall we play some pew pewy spacey stuff?
I've got some heralds, and I have a dreadnought. That's on my end.
I'd ask you what you have, Taz, but Taz left the team?
I was apparently cured for the event.
Oh,
On your own?
Now I'm in the event.
okay. Well, we can wait for you. We have heralds to do, so we could do Herald Sphere, or we could do Gateway.
We can do the new TFO.
Or we could do the new TFO. New TFO might be fun.
Yes.
I'm game to do that. Mewsin, are you playing the game?
Yes, I just logged in.
Okay. 47 says, speaking of heralds, as in Hark, all the stores are starting to put out holiday stuff. I have to figure out if I'm going to put up a Christmas tree that isn't my Badgie Christmas tree this year. Might have to put Badgie up too. Maybe I'll put Badgie up in here and set up a... No, my son's name ends with the Roman number 2. So here's where it gets really interesting. There is an argument that you cannot be the second in American culture. That in American culture it should be person, son of person would be junior, and his son would be the third. But there was a cultural thing, I probably still isn't the case, where you couldn't be the second. And I don't know where that came from. It might probably be a hangover from when we had a stronger English cultural influence.
Yeah, just nobody wants to be a number 2.
Well, maybe that's it. But I don't know where that came out of. But these days, yeah, so-and-so, the second. But whatever. Mewsin, an invitation is coming to you.
I did enjoy the second, but the third was also good.
The second?
Blackadder.
Ah. Hey, I'm not judging. It's not my place to judge anybody. If you want to name your son Junior and be Indiana Jones, that's fine.
I think I'm going to name my son Optimus.
But he'd be the first one, so you know what that means.
He'd be Optimus Prime.
Exactly. Exactly. Maybe one could only be the second if the direct line was broken. I don't know. Like I said, it may just be a cultural thing. Let's see if this can figure it out. All right. Oh, okay. Here is some old information about it. The difference between junior and the second is junior is used when the child is going to have the same name as his father, whereas the second should be used when the child would be taking the name of a family member other than his father. That's interesting.
Sounds
Which would
logical.
usually be the grandfather.
No, not
Yeah.
necessarily.
someone
It could be an
who doesn't
uncle,
have to
could be a brother, which I suppose would be super
Could be a great
weird.
ancestor in the past.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's really interesting.
I've always thought it's logical, but yeah.
Yeah, my family has a different naming tradition, which is the child has their own first name. Their second name is the same gendered parent's name. So if your name is Robert Jones, your son might be David Robert Jones. And his son would be Emmanuel David Jones, and so on down the line. So my husband's middle name was his father's name, Donald. Donald's middle name was his father's first name. I don't remember what that was. So obviously, when somebody dies, can't forget what the middle names are.
Yeah, my middle name is my father's first name. My father's middle name was my grandfather's first name.
Yeah.
So
So-
that
That tracks. Taz, shall we wait for you to
probably
get out
not.
of whatever you're doing?
I'm probably not gonna
Uh,
pass along my first name to.
I
kid.
forgot some stuff at the shop, so I should go and get my stuff at the shop.
Okay. No worries. 47 says, my middle name is the same as my father's middle name, so I have no idea. My sister's middle name is the same as my other sister's first name. Tell me that doesn't make life really confusing around the house. We're going to do the new TFO, right?
Yes.
What's that called?
Good. It is called
Yeah.
Shattered Piece. Okay.
Piece, yeah.
Abda says, I think I am
leather
damaged now.
desk.
Yeah, that's the story of my existence. Okay, we are queued for Shattered Piece. Weeboo?
Wait.
You have a wee woo.
And in theory, I'm kind of vaguely named for one of my relatives.
Look, it starts the same way as Corfez.
Yes, it does. But I do love the visual.
You sure we're not actually in Corfez?
Yeah, because there's no way I would play Corfez first thing in the morning. And I would kind of know that I'd clicked for it. Plus, it also says Shattered Piece up in the corner.
I can play Corfez in the morning. They fixed it, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I had heard that. 47 says I haven't played the new TFO. It's actually kind of fun.
If we go by my brother's side of the story, my name is a toilet accident.
Okay.
Okay. This piece of trivia I was not expecting to hear.
We will sing of your honorable deeds throughout the Empire. Glory to
Well,
you.
my brother can be a true ass sometimes, so...
Oh, yeah, brothers are notorious for that. Kind of had to smack my brother's hand at my sister's funeral because he was being a smarty pants, which she would have appreciated, but I think just the two of us would have appreciated that. She would have appreciated it, and to everybody else, we were being total jerks. Not going to do that.
Good. So you assisted all the evacuation.
47 says I'm apparently named for a relative. Apparently, I met him when I was really little, but of course, I have no memory of him. Good morning, Cliff. So I think the reality is my dad always said I was named for a relative,
Never a good sign.
but never actually told me who it was, and I think it's just a justification for giving me a short name.
I hate everything about all of my names, so I'm not even
Don't
gonna.
let them reach hit 'em.
Oh, I like my name.
Okay up there? Get report to Solar Gateway.
I don't like even my second name.
Gotta take 'em out.
Throughout my entire life, I've met 3 people who share my name.
I have met nobody who shares my name when it's spelled the way it's currently spelled, and very few who have my middle name the way my middle name's spelled.
I don't even like my last name. I'm thinking about changing it. Could swap back to my mother's maiden name.
Nothing wrong with that.
But just the problem being, I don't like. I mean, I don't mind the name, but it's actually my uncle's name, and I don't like that uncle.
So I've recently
Maybe
had to
last
do
name.
some name change documentation for reasons.
Yeah.
And going through, hold on a second, let me get this gateway maybe? Gateway wanna die? No, gateway wanna die?
Well, it does check out
There
the
it goes.
heralds, as we verified
good,
earlier.
Good,
So
good. I'm glad to hear that. But going through this, and some people are just doing name changes because they were married or divorced or whatever. You know, pretty obvious and easy ones. And every now and then, the story that they would be telling the judge would be, you know, I had a very abusive family. These are my dead names. I don't want to be legally tied to them. So people change
Yeah, for
names
me,
for
it's like,
reasons.
I
And
don't want to be tied to my dad.
my favorite one, though, was the woman who wanted to get her name changed because right after she was born, her dad signed the birth certificate, but he was drunk.
Oh my god.
And so it's not spelled right. The first and last name are not spelled correctly. So let's say his family name was Smith, but he was drunk and he spelled it Stmhi. And that was how the documentation went in, and it's made her life horrible ever since then as she's trying to get, you know, through school and stuff, and nothing syncs up. And now with the way you have to have your documentation here for doing travel,
Why is
everything
it
has to match.
allowed for drunk people to even fill those forms? Like, what?
They shouldn't. More common a while ago than these days. Well, this will be a lot more fun when they make a hard version of it.
I know, we're killing everything so fast.
I know. And unfortunately, I'd already done my event for today, and we can't bank these, but it's still pretty fun. Hang on a second, Cliff. I will read that out. Cliff says, I'm named after one of my relatives I'm assuming fought in the First World War. I have a wonderful picture of him standing with his war horse. Wow. That's pretty cool.
You know, unfortunately, both names my grandma had something to say, and all of them she gave religious justification to both of these names. So I'm like, ugh. I don't want to be named after an angel. Sorry, Grandma. I don't care about them. They don't exist. They're made up.
There's a surprisingly large number of women in my family named for my grandmother. Not that she made them, because she was kind of a nice person. She was Mary Ruth, so there's a lot of Marys and a lot of Ruths.
Huh.
Cliff is on a 3-stream streak. Yay, Cliff. Woo! It is very fast. We spend more time going between sequences than we do actually fighting, so that's why it'll be fun. And it gets a little bit tougher.
Don't forget to deactivate those satellites.
Yes, Mom.
Waiting on you to warp to the new coordinates.
Do not get stuck in big blue circles.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. When this TFO arrived the first time, I never had this part.
I'm reading big energy surges.
That's interesting. I remember this part.
I did not. I mean, I had it since it started, like, once.
No, I remember the big blue
before.
circles.
I didn't have the blue circles. I did not have the satellites. I'm like, what? What is this? Is
That's
new.
interesting. Because no, I
I
don't
don't know
remember
if they're-
the first sequence though. When I played it the first time, that could just be me. Did we get them all? Now we have to defend Kittimer. All right, let us defend
Curious
Kittimer.
whether they are
that was
like,
defending
defending
Kittimer.
stuff or like they're rotating
All malfunctioning satellites are
particular
offline.
stages of it, or what?
That's what I thought, but now it seems to have steadied out. So I'm wondering if something was wrong the first few days, or first day until they came up with that new patch.
Oh, they did it through a new patch. Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
just maybe it didn't have enough sequences, and they just enabled the one that was missing. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't see that before when it launched on day one.
I think I played this with Taz when it came out, because we played that afternoon as soon as the patch decided to patch.
Reports show the Kittimer's engaging targeting protocol. Watch out. This mare's been deactivated. Good work. I've received a tip. Deplete the Kittimer's shield to cancel its lance attack. Readings show the Rex has been deactivated. Did it. Garrett's been deactivated. Area.
Oopsie.
How's it looking up there? Ship logistics indicate heavy damage has been sustained. Work. Readings show the Kittimer's been deactivated. Right. The Kittimer strike force has been formed.
Yay!
Incursions
How
still
do we do?
alive.
200 total marks. We nailed it.
That's it. All ground and space incursions have been dealt with. For now.
Oops, probably hit that button first. There we go.
What the hell is this? Like,
Come on, 47 Alpha. If we can't hit full marks on first thing of the day, it's not good. Let's see. Okay. This is 47. Apparently someone sharing our family's name was running a car lot in Bismarck, and the rental car people at the airport were wondering if we could help them get a good deal on a car. Oh, I think you choose your mission when you click on Seven's chat. That's interesting.
what?
I will have to try that. And 47 needs to find a different ship to fly other than a Constitution. Yes, full marks, 200. 200 marks, which is pretty fun for 200 marks. I can do that. So we'll have to try that again sometime and try the other option, if I can remember which option we had. Speaking of
The recording
similar
of it.
last names, my father-in-law had the same name as a very famous restaurant owner in the same town.
Oh.
Yes, and he never proclaimed to be related to them, but people would see this person, this famous person's name is on the reservations, and he would always get fantastic service. Never asked for it, but he would get
They
really good
assumed he's
service.
just related, so they wanted
They-
to be on their
They didn't
toes.
even know if it might be him, because this guy he owned the restaurants, but he wasn't a real social butterfly. But they didn't look at all alike. Like my father-in-law was 5'10", 250, big guy. And the other guy was maybe 6'2", 180, just to give an exaggeration. They did not look alike. But they were about the same age, so it helped things. Well, let's see. Oh, I have Terrans on the ground, plasma in space, and Terran ships in the battle. So nope, not going to worry about that. What next, good people? What next?
The one dreadnought to destroy.
Yeah, one dreadnought. Got a preference? Because almost
Play some
everything's got it.
Dabo.
Pardon?
I gotta
Dabo?
play some Dabo.
We'll go play Dabo. Hive Onslaught? Or Infected Conduit? Or do you want to do something completely different? Resistance of Starbase 1 will give us the Borg cube at the end. Yeah, precisely 47 Alpha Tango. One Dreadnought. Dreadnought.
Yeah,
Work
the
out.
gateway is a dreadnought as well, so
The Gateway?
the gateway in ISA.
Oh, I know that. There's two in ISA. There is a
and the
Dreadnought in
cube at
Resistance
the end.
of Starbase 1.
Resistance has just one the cube at the end.
Well,
yeah.
how many do you
Uh,
need?
Just one.
Okay, 47's going to join us, so let's give him a moment to get in here. Cliff, did you want to jump in this one too? Here's Cliff. I'm going to send you an invitation. Just as a heads up, I am going to class tonight. That's the game plan. And providing I don't re-injure my shoulder, I should be on tomorrow morning, but I might be asleep while I'm on tomorrow morning. I will pre-make the coffee before I go out, which Kris, either you or Taz told me to do that, so it's one of those set up the coffee, get up, click the button. Good morning, 47 Alpha Tango.
Well, I asked whether they
Good
can.
morning.
Good morning.
Well, I suggested whether it could be automated so it is ready when you wake up, but you know.
Well, it's easy enough to just put the coffee in, put the water in, and I have to get up and let the dogs out first thing, so I walk past the coffee maker, which is right by the door, click the button, let the dogs out, bring the dogs back in, pour the coffee. It's perfect. And then if I want to sleep in an extra 10 minutes, I can sleep in an extra 10 minutes. So how are you doing there, 47 Alpha Tango?
Doing okay,
Good.
I would say.
Are you still up or getting up?
A little bit of both. I wasn't doing that great yesterday, so I ended up sleeping the whole day away anyway. So
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. You feeling better today?
mostly, yeah.
Oh, that's good. So I was telling Kris I spent my morning, or my weekend, and most of the end of last week, repainting the bedroom, the spare bedroom up here, which I was going to make into my studio, and then I realized then I'd have to rewire everything to get internet in that room, and I could do it because I did it when Id was staying here. But there's probably a better answer, like, oh, just leave everything where it is and turn that into a crafting room or something. You know, best laid plans. It takes a while to figure out what you're going to do with the house. And since I'm the only one doing it, I can do whatever I want. We have a full team here. We can play anything we want to, folks. What do we want to play?
I thought we were talking about resistance or
We can
Starbase
do
1.
resistance. Resistance of Starbase 1 work for everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Okie dokie.
Out of curiosity, does the event TFO happen to count as an Iconian TFO?
But if you have heralds, you will be able to get those.
Hang on a second. He's got a really good question. No, not currently. Probably after the event. It'll count as something after the event. I
I think it should count as a separate new. I mean, we should get a new reputation. It's been years since we had a new reputation
I
system.
don't need to do any more reputations.
I'm a little torn on that. It's like, on one hand, I think it'd be cool. On the other hand, I really don't want to go
Or
through
they
it.
could make a completely different one with a different set of rewards and tiers. It doesn't have to be like copy paste from the old ones.
This is a private task force, so it's not going to wee-woo.
Yeah, it's just warping out.
The Borg are using reality vortices to attack us. It looks like they're...
Yeah, there's been some chitter-chatter about new reputations, but I don't know. I think the chitter-chatter's just been on our side, not on their side. They made it worth my while. I mean, when they put Discovery in, I was like, ugh. And then they had all those wonderful little prizes there. So, yeah, it's been worth it.
I like I like how they extended it eventually to like the tier 6, where you had like a lot that you had to sink into getting it into tier 6
Yep.
in terms of reputation XP, but the rewards were so worth it.
Yeah. I agree with you. If you make it worth our time, it's going to be great.
Is this like elite, advanced?
This is advanced, yeah.
Aww. Should have done elite with this much power here.
Wasn't sure how Cliff was going to feel about an elite.
I wouldn't feel about League because I
Carry?
have a very medium ship.
Honestly, this isn't so hard on elite.
Well, I know Starbase 1, the regular one, is not hard on elite.
Well, they do deal a lot of damage when it comes to the Borg.
Excuse me, it is allergy season for me.
Season and autumn, nothing is.
It's super
Pollinating
dry
at this
here,
point.
and all of the plants are dropping seeds, and the fluff is everywhere. I don't know if you've got an equivalent to
Fluff?
what we call a cottonwood, but we have a number of plants here that... You know what a cottonwood is, eh? It drops seed pouches, and they've got little tendrils so they float in the air. And then it drops these nice superfine seeds. And all of a sudden I'm sneezing and coughing because that's all over. And then the ground is white from the pods just dropping off. Add to that, my dog decided to take her big toys outside yesterday, tear them open, and then shake them so everything is covered with white fluff in addition to white fluff.
We
'Twas the
have
slaughter of the
different-
reindeer toys.
We have different type of cottonwood tree, and it does not bloom or pollinate or throw the fluff
Oh,
this
I will-
part of the year.
I will
I think
take
it's
that.
the one you're talking about is actually from North America
I think
/
so.
Canada, northern Mexico, and that's where it comes naturally from.
Yeah, it's an actually
didn't have
very fast-growing tree, which is why I think they plant so many of them.
Yeah, same thing during the communist times here, but ours is like, I want to say the fluff is flying around June, May / June, and then it just doesn't do it anymore through the rest of the year. So yeah.
I think these are setting out the seeds because some seeds require a hard freeze in order to germinate the next year. So they drop them in the late fall after things start to dry out. They have the hard freeze, and all of a sudden we have more plants the next year.
A couple of our little bits of exploration back when I was in the Salt Lake Valley with my friends took us to Big and Little Cottonwood Canyon,
Oh,
and can't remember which one it was we went to in the fall, but it was yeah, it was something seeing all of the fluff from the cottonwood trees just
everywhere.
Yeah, I used to, in my previous apartment, in my previous address, I was living near a bunch of cottonwood trees, and they were pollinating, and if I left the window open, I would have a lot of fluff. And I lived on the 8th floor, so it's not like it was below or at the level of those trees. That was way above them, and they still managed to, like, the wind managed to blow all that fluff inside.
So there's another plant that fluffs out at this time of year, which is a milkweed, which I do think it... Yeah, okay. Love to do those, break open the pods, let them dry, and then when I was a little kid, we'd either shake them or blow on them to make them fluff out. But the seeds there are fairly substantial, like 1/8 of an inch, clearly visible. You're not going to accidentally wind up inhaling them without noticing it. And those are definitely a fall
Familiar with
plant.
it.
But same idea, you get tons of white fluff everywhere.
There's a break in the enemy formation. Get into position to prepare for
But they grow in swampier areas.
this launching. Give them cover.
Which, of course, is right across the street from me, so I can go and pick them. We don't like targeting? There we go. So somebody was asking the other day about those dilithium drops that happen when you're playing with a Klingon.
Yeah,
And
that's
if they were
supposed to be-
specific to the character, or was it kind of like everybody can grab it and it goes into the loot pool? So I was playing with all of my Klingons the other day because, why not? And it turns out that it was dropping it for all 4 tunes, so each of them had their own to grab.
Correct.
So I would see this character's in front of me, but when I was over on another character, theirs would be in front of them, and the third and fourth characters would have their own in front of them. So everybody's getting it, but you're getting your own.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Good morning, Swear.
It's
There's
only when there's a recruit, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
which I think is still going on, right? Because I was getting stuff yesterday.
Like, I need to stay away from that cube or I'll take the dreadnought kill.
Doesn't work that way. It's a shared kill. When you're in a team, it's shared kills.
Okay, but I have this one-hit melting potential.
It's a
on
shared kill.
The advanced cube.
It's a shared kill.
I don't trust the game.
Did you get the kill, Kris?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, yeah, when you're teamed, the kills are shared, which kind of helps. I like the fact that they changed the mentality of that. Because when people were fighting for kills, people were less pleasant. When you'd go into, like, certain scenarios, like a swarm. If you were in there and you needed the frigates, and everybody's trying to get the frigates, and there's less cooperative play, by sharing the kills, more cooperative play. Damage, it's still on you. Torpedoes are shared, interestingly. But I went into Undine a couple of days ago, and I needed like 30 ships, and it's just grown. Somebody else was in there, and quick message on the side, hey, do you want a team for kills? Yep, okay, fine, we're in and out. Super fast. Hey, Lexers, good morning to you. Still no giveaway. Okay, Swear, the giveaway for the Alienware is actually a redo of a previous giveaway, which was the Borg Incursion. Let's see if I can make that pop up here.
Stuck.
It's this one
stuck.
here, the Borg Generator Pack,
I'm
which
s-
was in the Incursion giveaway.
Ain't this cute? I came back from TFO and now I'm stuck.
Where are you stuck? Inside something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Inside the railing on DS9.
Oh, lovely.
Technically, I don't look like I'm stuck in it, but I am. Just because I'm so small.
Yes, where it is, you can't have them both. So if you didn't claim the old one, it's still sitting there. Lexers is upgrading to Windows 11. Congratulations. I'm in the
Condolences.
I'm in the process of getting 2 laptops and a new computer slowly. Yes, Cliff, if you are in our fleet, there is a giveaway, but if you've previously claimed it, because apparently it's just a redo of a previously existing giveaway, you won't be able to reclaim it. Let's see if I can make that happen. Let's make this happen here. Come on. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't like me today. Ooh. Oh, let's do edit. Maybe that's it.
Oh well.
It's not a scam. You're not paying anything for it. And it was nice because I had 2 accounts that didn't have it, because I wasn't playing them when we did this last giveaway. But let's just take this as a sign of maybe we're going to start to see more collabs and giveaways and stuff like that. I'm going to snooze this ad that's coming up here. I'm going to...
Star Trek Online Magic Gathering cards.
Yes, that's coming up. Well, it's Star Trek, isn't it? It's not
Yeah,
Star Trek
it's,
Gauntlet.
It's Star Trek in general, but
Yeah.
there's always the chance that
Well,
there might be some sort of a Stowe collab with MTG, kind of like there was with Attack Wing.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of how I
We'll,
see
we'll
it.
take it if it's coming up.
Mhm.
Speaking of things coming up, I will not be here tonight because I'm going to go to class. I will be here tomorrow night. I think I'll be here Wednesday night. Thursday night, I might be here, depending on traffic, because I have to run up to Chicago. And Friday night, I will be here. But Friday night, we are going to do another watch party, and we are going to do Space Mutiny.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Space Mutiny. But it is the censored version, so you don't have to see that. What did somebody call her? Space Grandma with her shirt off, because it's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all.
They shouldn't censor art.
It's not art. I promise it's not art.
It was art to someone.
No. It's a cheap movie grab, or money grab. Here, have a lady take off her shirt, but she's middle-aged, and it's not the most attractive thing out there. So if you would like to join us this Friday, it's going to be at 6:30. Bring probably alcohol of some sort if you're of that persuasion, and definitely popcorn. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, won't be on tonight unless the traffic decides to be really horrendous, and then I will be on. But then I won't be on Wednesday. You know, it's one or the other. So on behalf of everybody here at Welcome to the Moopsyverse, we will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Mewsin, do you want to do the sound effect?
Sure.
Stay moopsome.
Who are you?
We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.
And I will make it a threesome.
Do you even hear yourself?
Lizard.
Computer deactivate iguana. How dare you!